A lot of wedding photographers and videographers think that posting more on Instagram is a booking strategy, but it's not. Posting more is not a real strategy, it's just an activity, and that difference matters a lot because an activity can keep you busy, but a strategy is what gets you results. And a lot of people in this industry are super busy on Instagram, but still don't have steady bookings. They post a wedding, hope it does well, keep posting and keep hoping, and then they make a reel or they wait and they share a carousel and they keep waiting. They post behind the scenes content. They're still waiting. They don't feel like they're actually getting anything done. They're just waiting for the algorithm to bless them. And they keep repeating that cycle for years. That's not a strategy. It's a slot machine. You put in your time, you pull the lever, and you hope that something good happens. Sometimes it does, right? A reel will pop off, a post gets shared, a planner will tag you, maybe a couple reaches out. And then what happens? You start thinking, okay, cool. I guess I just need to keep posting. But then the next 10 posts do nothing, and now your business feels random again. That's why I want to be really clear in this video. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, social media, Pinterest, whatever. It can help your business, but hoping the algorithm rewards you isn't control, and visibility is not the same thing as predictable inquiries. So why do so many people fall into this trap? There's a few reasons. First, everybody says just be consistent. And yeah, being consistent is better than disappearing. But consistency by itself isn't the answer. You can be consistent with the wrong thing. Second, social media feels free. You don't have to spend money to post, so it feels like the easiest form of marketing. And third, it looks like marketing. You're posting, you're showing your work, you're active, so it feels like you're doing something to grow the business. But looking active isn't the same thing as having a system, and that's the real issue. A lot of talented wedding creatives don't have a talent problem, they have a system problem. And when content is random, your results stay random. So what is content actually for? That's the part that most people miss. Content isn't just there to keep your page alive. Content isn't just there to show that you're busy. Content should do a job. And in your business, there are 3 jobs that it should do. Job number 1 is building authority. That means your content should make people think, this person knows what they're doing. Job number 2 is building trust. This means your content should make people feel like they can trust you with their wedding day. And job number 3, help the right people self-identify. This means the right couple should see your content and think, this feels like us. If your post doesn't do one of those 3 things, there's a good chance that it's just filler. Maybe it's pretty, but it's still filler, and filler doesn't build a stronger business. So let me make this really practical. What does good content actually look like? Let me break it down. The first kind is sneak peeks. This is simple. A preview from a recent wedding, maybe a short reel, a couple photos, or a quick highlight. This is the kind of content that shows your work is current and active. It can help with attention, but by itself, it's usually not enough. The second kind is testimonials. This is trust content. A kind message from a couple, a video reaction, or a screenshot from an email, maybe a quote from a review. This kind of content matters because people trust other people. Sometimes a kind sentence from a past bride does more for bookings than 10 nice reels. The third kind is behind the scenes. This is also trust content. It shows how you work, how calm you are, how you help a couple feel natural, and how you move through a wedding day. This is the kind of content that helps couples picture what it would actually feel like to work with you. The fourth kind is story-driven content. This is where you tell the story behind the wedding, why this day mattered, what made this couple special, what they cared about, what moment meant the most. This helps the right couple connect with your work on a deeper level. The fifth kind is educational content. This is authority-building content. This could be something like 3 simple tips that make your wedding timeline smoother, or how to look natural in your couple's portraits, or what actually matters most when choosing your wedding photographer. This kind of content helps people see that you actually know your shit. And the sixth kind is shareable client moments. This is the emotional stuff. Think like a dad seeing his daughter for the first time, or a voice note, or a clip that feels real and human. This is the kind of content that can spread well because it connects emotionally. Now, here's the big change that I want you to make. Every single post should have a job. Before you post anything, ask yourself one question. Is this building authority, building trust, or helping the right people self-identify? If the answer is no, don't post it yet, or at least don't expect it to help with bookings. Let me give you a few simple examples. If you post a reel showing how you calmly guide couples through portrait sessions so they don't feel awkward, that builds trust. If you post a short video talking about why candid moments matter more than perfect poses for some couples, that helps the right people self-identify. If you post about how to build a better wedding timeline so the day feels less rushed, that builds authority. See how that works? The post has a job. Now compare that to a random post. A nice photo with no real caption, a trending audio reel with no message, a wedding clip with nothing that helps the viewer trust you, learn from you, or see themselves in your work. That kind of content might get likes, but likes aren't the goal. Bookings are the goal. Trust is the goal. The right inquiry is the goal. So here's a very simple system that you can use starting this week. Look at your last 9 posts and label each one with one of these: authority, trust, or self-identification. If you can't label it, mark it as filler, and then look at the mix. Are you mostly posting work with no real message? Are you missing trust content? Are you missing educational content? Are you posting things that attract attention but don't help the right couples understand why they should reach out? That audit alone will show you a lot. Then going forward, try this simple content plan. For every week, aim for 3 posts. One that builds authority, one that builds trust, and one that helps the right people self-identify. And that's it. It's simple, it's not perfect, but strategic. Let me give you an easy example. Your authority post could be a reason that couples feel awkward in photos and how I help fix it. Your trust post could be a behind-the-scenes clip of you guiding a couple in a calm, simple way. Your self-identification post could be a story about a couple who cared more about being present with family than having a stage day, and why that matched how you work. Now, your content is actually doing something. Now it has a job, and that matters because Instagram should support demand. It shouldn't be your only source of inquiries. That's the big change here. Content can help people trust you. It can help the right couples notice you. It can help warm up people in your audience before they ever inquire. But it shouldn't be the only thing holding your business together. If your whole business depends on posting and hoping, your business will always feel unstable, because the moment your reach drops, your confidence drops. And that moment, that's when you start panicking. That's the moment that if a reel flops, you start wondering if your business is slowing down. And that's not a real strategy. A real business uses content as one part of the system, not the whole thing. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't ask, what should I post next? Ask, what job does this post do? And that question alone will make your content better, and it'll make your page feel more intentional, more useful, and more trustworthy. Because talented wedding pros don't stay stuck because they need more artistic improvement. Most of the time, they stay stuck because they don't have a system, and random posting isn't a system. If you want to see how the content fits into a full inquiry process instead of acting just like a slot machine, watch my free training at the first link in the description. I break down the full system for inquiries, value, and consultations. I'll see you in the next video.